Hey everybody, it's Crys'Dawna and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am going to be painting fabric, okay? Yes, I said that. Painting fabric. So this chair behind me that I'm sitting on, they have good bones but the fabric is just not that great. So the key to painting fabric, one, is you need to make sure the fabric is in really good shape. You can't have rips and tears and think that paint is gonna fix it. So if it's in really good shape, then you can paint it. So I'm going to paint the frame of this as well, and then I'm also gonna paint this, the fabric. So what you're gonna need is, I'm actually gonna be using Belle's Muscadine wine. It is Muscadine wine, I got a little paint on there. And then I'm going to be using Belle's Best Dang Wax and Clear. So what I like to do is I like to mix my wax and my paint together. You can either do it where you're mixing your paint and your wax and while it's still hard, or you can do kind of a double broiler type thing where you put your wax in hot water or warm water and you let it liquefy and then you mix it in together. Generally what I do is for every 6 ounces of paint, I do 1/3 cup of wax. What it does is it helps keep it soft, and even though Dixie Belle has a built-in sealer, it's like a double sealer. So that, I'm going to be using a Dixie Belle paintbrush, oval small, and then I also have a mister bottle. So my brush will be damp, and I'll also use a mister bottle. I'll keep the fabric misted and damp while I'm painting, and then in between each coat I'm gonna sand. Now I have a surf prep sander, I'm gonna use that. If you have an orbital sander, I would suggest that you use that. It just makes it a little bit easier. So if you don't have an orbital sander or some kind of electric sander, you're gonna have to do it by hand. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but that's what I would use, is an electric sander in between each coat. And what you're gonna do is after it dries, you're gonna sand it to soften it up, and then do another coat, and then sand it to soften it up. So that's what you want to do. And so let's get started. Also, if you guys are not subscribed, I would love it, love it, love it. If you're new here, if you would hit the subscribe button, and then when you hit the bell, you'll get all the latest videos that I do each week. If you're not new here, welcome back. And guys, all the products that I use are in the description below. So if you're wondering where you can get these from, there are links in the description below where you just click that link, it takes you right there, and then you can buy it right online. It doesn't cost you anything. So let's get started and transform these chairs. It's too nice outside to not be painting. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to keep this fabric misted. So I have my mister bottle, we're gonna keep it misted, okay? And you wanna kind of keep it misted the entire time. And I've got my paint mixed with my wax, and I'm taking my brush, and you're just gonna wanna rub it across like this, very lightly. And the reason why we keep it misted is so that it goes a little bit further, okay? So I'm gonna keep it misted, almost like it's staining it. We're not saturating it with the paint. We want to be able to just get that color on there. So we don't want to mash the paint all into the fabric, but we wanna just kind of stain it. Now some fabric will only take 1 coat, and sometimes it'll take 2. I'll tell you right now, this is going to take 2 coats because of the yellow on here. Now just remember, it's what I'm doing and how I'm going to show you this. It's going to keep the fabric soft. It's not going to be crunchy. It's not going to crack, but it is painted fabric. So it's not going to be as soft as this is, which this isn't really even that soft anyways, but it's not going to be as soft as this. It'll be slightly harder, but it's still going to be able to, you're going to be able to sit on it, and it's not going to be crunchy and cracky and all that stuff. And it's just a really good alternative to upholstery if you don't have the money, or like my client, this is for him, but we live in Germany and he's not going to be able to get these reupholstered for a while. So we're just going to go ahead and paint them. And then if he likes them, he can keep them. If he doesn't, he'll get them reupholstered later. So we're going to continue to paint this entire piece.
Two years and you never said a word. No. In 2 hours and now we said it all. You know we don't want to fall in love again. Oh no. Just think about what we did. It never worked, no. can tell her you don't care. You always know how to get me sentimental. You always say the right things, like you're pushing me away, then you pull me back in. Like I'm your lady, but then you just stop trying. You push away, then when I go all in, like you afraid of what might happen if you're trying. I'm already done with these games, so I might just be honest with that. I'm pushing you away, then you pull me back in. Like I'm your lady, but then you just stop trying. Then you just stop trying. 2 nights and you think you know me now. 2 seconds and I might just throw you out. 'Cause I remember everything you did and everything I became out of like a no. So why are you doing this tonight? You always know how to get me sentimental. You always say the right things, like you're pushing me away, then you pull me back in. Like I'm your lady, but then you just stop trying. You push away, then when I go all in, like you afraid of what might happen if you're trying. I'm already done with these games, so I might just be honest with that. I'm pushing you away, then you pull me back in. Like I'm your lady, but then you just stop trying. Then you just stop trying. Always say the right things, like you're pushing me away, then you pull me back in. Like I'm your lady, but then you just stop trying. You push away, then you just stop trying. Then you just stop trying.
Okay, so the next step will be for you to sand this. This is what's going to keep it staying soft along with the wax. So I'm actually going to sand this. You'll probably want to use about a 120 grit to sand it down, and then you'll do your second coat.
Like I was falling through the air. No one but myself to hold my hand. Standing in the shadows of what we have been. Sleeping with your back facing me. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me, 'cause tonight.
Okay, so I have put the first coat on this, okay, and I also sanded it down so it's nice and soft and it's dry. So we are going to do the same thing that we did for the first coat on this, but we're gonna do the second coat and then hopefully that's all we need. All right, everybody, so I am done with this piece. As you can see behind me, I have painted the frame and I'm actually sitting on it right now. It is comfortable, it's fine. I can rub it and it doesn't come off on my hands. And so what I did to kind of run down is I did the same process. So I painted it, kept it where it was staying wet with the mister bottle. But so what I did is I mixed my paint with my wax, and then I painted it while I was keeping it wet with a mister bottle. And the way the mister bottle and the water in the mister bottle kept it moving, so we were like staining it. And then I waited for it to dry after I was completely done, sanded it down like you saw in the video, and then I repeated the process. So you should only need to do it once or twice. If you need to do it a couple times, then just keep repeating that process. But now we have a totally different chair, and now my client, he can enjoy this chair. You guys, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell. And then, like I said before, all the products that I used are in the description below. If you want to know how to purchase them, you just click on that link and it'll take you directly there. And that's it. So you guys, I hope you have an awesome week and happy painting. If you decide to paint fabric, let me know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think. Do you like this? Did you even know that you could paint fabric? So I'm gonna pop a couple after pictures. So there's 2 chairs, and I'm gonna pop the before and after photos of the chairs. That's how I staged them, so that you could see the dramatic difference. So thank you guys so much for watching, and happy creating.
I'm feeling way too low to start this night, but